Hi guys, and welcome back to our YouTube clip where I highlight property deals, purely property investment deals, every single month. This month we're in November 2023. I'm only going to be discussing one property option, which there's 11 options. One property option that's not even on the market yet. It's going to be launched on the 6th of November, on Monday next week. Likely to be 10:30 a.m. in the morning, but that's when investors can start securing the properties that they want. And we do this from time to time, especially on property deals that we believe are going to move quickly. If it's your first time watching this clip, I source property investment deals all over the UK. We also offer our management services as well. So we do the whole thing from start to finish, helping you step by step, not just sourcing the deal, but managing it and looking after you and the tenant at the end. So yeah, let's kick on with it and crack on with option number one for November. Enjoy. So the property option I bring to your attention, it's situated in Loughborough. It's in the East Midlands part of the UK. It's actually on the doorstep of the likes of Leicester City Centre, Nottingham as well. It's not too far, of course, away from Birmingham. It's actually only an hour and 20 minutes on a train as well to London, which again is quite important for this area. Now, Loughborough, famous for its bell foundry. It's got the biggest bell foundry in the whole world. I'm not so sure you're familiar on that. But Loughborough is an up-and-coming market. It's a secondary town. It's got a population of just over 70,000 at the moment, and it's actually forecasted to grow by 20% in the next 5 to 10 years, which is a massive growth spike of population. And the reason that's forecasted is because of the commutability into cities for young professionals and education in this particular area is quite important as well. Loughborough itself, the Loughborough University, is ranked in the top 10 universities in the whole of the UK. Worldwide, it's actually ranked 212, I believe, off the top of my mind, worldwide, and that's out of assessment of 9,000 universities. And the reason it gets this rank is because of the employment rate Loughborough University has. Once they do get the degrees, they then find local employment within the area because you're on the doorstep of major cities like Birmingham and Bisbee and the likes of Leicester. And you've got big businesses like British Gas, you've got PepsiCo there as well, not to mention the Bank of India is there as well. There's lots of job opportunities for obviously university graduates to move into work and full-time employment. Now, the block, as I mentioned, is 40 apartments in total. The seller, who built them back in 2019, of course, retained the best 11 apartments, and is now looking to move them on because of them moving into new development ready for 2024. Now, we've obviously negotiated a great deal on these apartments. I think around a 15% discount from the current RICS valuation that it's had. So one bed start from £106,000, two beds just over £140,000. But again, great values for the area it's situated in. You're going to get a lot of migration in this area for people trying to miss out on those ridiculously premium priced properties in cities and look at commutable towns like Loughborough itself. And as I mentioned, it's got a massive student population. Just for a town centre, over 18,000 students. And it's big in terms of sports science. If you're looking for a sports degree in the UK, Loughborough is number one pick straight away. So yeah, there's a couple of key factors there to consider when you're looking at the area. I will provide a brochure as well. If you obviously contact me at the end, I'll send out the link for the brochure and all other information as well. But the big aim for this one, we're in contact with relocation agents all the time. We've got over 300 properties that we currently manage in different parts of the UK, purely on serviced accommodation. We've grew the market significantly in the northeast, especially in the Midlands as well. Midlands has been on our radar now for quite some time. Now, we use relocation agents like Silverdoor. Now, if you're asking, well, what are relocation agents? The likes of Nike, Adidas, and some of the major banks as well, like Lloyds and NatWest, they will use relocation agents. They're not going to be scrolling through Airbnb and to find properties. They're going to be use relocation agents, to go out there and source them 6 properties in whatever given area. And then, we are the provider for that relocation agent. That's how it works. But for you, obviously, you have nothing to worry about. We will manage the bookings, we will manage the cleaners, the inspections as well, carried out every single week on short-term let properties. They've got to get good reviews and hopefully open doors for businesses locally as well to use the properties. We will have local advertisement going on in the Loughborough area. Now, if we were to look at the figures, you're looking at around a sort of 9% net return. Of course, we're not factoring in mortgages there, so you're probably looking at a 5-6% net return if you was to factor in mortgage rates at the moment. But again, you're just not going to find that in the buy-to-let market. And I do constantly get, is it a good time to buy, Chris? Of course it is. The interest rates have peaked. We all know that. They've paused at the moment. And property prices have felt, an absolute battering over the last 12 months. So you are starting to get good discounts on property prices, and now is a good time to buy. If you can just stomach the interest rate it is at the moment, you will flourish with your investment in the future, because as those rates calm down, prices are going to shoot back up again. So now is the best time to buy a property, especially if it's got flexibility in the lease as well, which these apartments do have, to do one, long-term lets, or keep the current tenant in as you want, or move on to service accommodation and increase those net returns. So yeah, it's a very short clip. I do apologise. We've got a lot of information to get through emails, etc. But if you are interested in this opportunity, do let me know by email, or you can contact me if you're watching YouTube, chris.smith@propertyinvestmentcontact.com. Let me know you're interested. Just name your name, email and number as usual, and I'll get all the information sent across to you, ready for launch on Monday the 6th. I can imagine them all going rather in the same week, or if not, I've seen it before where they all go in the same day. So great values, 15% discount, currently tenanted, well situated in the Loughborough town centre, fantastic location, fantastic educational wings in Loughborough as well. And you're closely commutable to all the cities, which I think is massive. We all know what's happening with first-time buyers. They're all looking and seeking for those cheaper properties that they can easily commute to work to, especially students as well. Once they do get a degree, once they do get work, they save up for a deposit, they're going to be looking in the area as well. So quite a big area and massive in terms of capital growth. If you can just stomach those interest rates, Loughborough and this opportunity is a fantastic option to take under your belt. So yeah, hope you've enjoyed the clip. A very short one this month, and hopefully be in touch soon. Enjoy, guys. Thank you.